What is a liturgy? According to a definition I found on Google, a liturgy is a formal, customary, and communal ritual of public worship for a religious group, encompassing a prescribed order of ceremonies, prayers, actions, and readings that express a collective praise. It is derived from a Greek word meaning work of the people. Here's what I don't understand about liturgies. People make up this series of rituals. You stand, you sit, you kneel, the priest turns this way, the priest turns that way, the people say this, the people say that, and it has to be done the same way every single time. Fundamentalists would claim that if you don't do it exactly the prescribed way, that either you're doing it wrong, you're adding to it, you're distorting it, or maybe you're even sinning or committing heresy because you're not following the liturgy. My question is, where did the liturgy come from? Did it come from God in the Bible, or was it man-made? The answer is, it's almost certainly man-made. There's actually a kind of liturgy in the Bible, and I'm referring to 1 Corinthians chapter 14, where Paul is talking about early church believers gathering together. And he says, every one of you has a psalm or a doctrine, and you come together, and some of you prophesy, and others judge, and others give a tongue, and others interpret, and each person is allowed to speak, and the whole point is that everybody is edified. Now, what's the source of all these tongues and interpretations and prophecies? Well, the answer is the Holy Spirit. And so instead of going to church and saying, we must do this thing this same way over and over and over again, almost like robots, instead of that, when the early church believers went, they literally never knew what was going to happen, because God might talk about a current event. He might talk about something that was a private matter in a person's heart. He might talk about the community. He might talk about anything. They literally never knew what was going to happen, because instead of doing the same thing over and over and over again, they were following the leadership of the Holy Spirit. God may tell them to stand. He may tell them to lay prostrate. He may tell them to sing. He may tell them to go outside and talk to people. He may tell them to do any number of things. The idea that God is limited by a man-made liturgy is very, very silly.